Before I even started this channel, I was always trying to learn as much as possible with like cameras or, you know, how to set up a light stand. When you're learning things online, I would consider that education. Like how I'm cropping myself off, you probably shouldn't do that. But anyways, that leads into my point of, there's like a lot of things that I knew to do or not to do, but I actually didn't like understand how to apply it until I actually started making my own videos. But that's just a part of starting anything new. You're gonna have to just figure it out, and those things you won't be able to figure out until you actually put things into action. And that's why I think I'm learning the most by taking action and starting to make these videos. To make the best videos, you also have to be trying to make the best videos. If you think of an opportunity that you think will work, you're gonna have to act on it. Like this, for example. I just thought it'd be cool to have a shot of this opening. So while I'm setting up for my next little recording session here, I'm just gonna be rapid firing everything that I noticed with my videos so far. Even some of the small things that I feel like most people just neglect talking about because they think it's boring. I think that's actually the stuff that's probably the most important, because the small things really add up, and the small details are kind of what makes videos all stand apart. I'm just a guy talking to a camera about things that I noticed about making videos. There's a lot of people that do that. But what makes it different is it's the things that I noticed rather than the things that everyone else does. So one of the main things that I noticed actually wasn't from watching my videos, is more from watching other people's videos, is actually right here. Soft light. So before I was just putting the single diffusion around the outside, but I realized I really like soft light. I just think it looks so much more pleasing. So now for all of my videos, I'm double diffusing. I have this sheet of diffusion inside, and then I set the rest up right here. And I also think it tends to look a little bit more natural, which also goes into my next point, which is notes versus like a full script. When I write like a full script, like word for word, I actually end up I sound like a robot when I'm talking, and I don't like that, because again, I like the feeling of something natural. There's nothing really natural about talking to a camera with nobody else in the room. It's awkward. So instead of writing a word-for-word script, like an actual essay, I write bullet points, sometimes incomplete sentences, but I pretty much end up paraphrasing my own sentences. And that, again, also leads into the next thing, which is adjust for what you like the least. For me, scripting, storyboarding, shot listing, not my favorite thing. I much rather prefer the actual recording and the editing. So I make my workflow as smooth as possible to get those done as thoroughly as possible, but without making it take up too much of the actual time. As you can see, all this stuff ties together, much like this cord here. And a small but actually big thing that I've picked up on specifically in the edit is when you make a cut or a jump cut or a zoom in, make sure the eyes are aligned. It's just kind of awkward if I'm like sitting here talking and then I zoom in a little bit and the eye level like shifts. It's just a little more like rough and abrupt. Those are those little things that make your videos easier to watch. And that's, again, natural. I do think it's more exciting to come up with shots on the fly. I do shot list all of my more produced videos. Something like this I didn't, but I think for the more produced videos, it's more valuable to plan it out and think ahead. That way you don't actually end up missing something and you're editing it and you're, oh, that would have been cool if I got that shot. And then you have to go back and do it again. I'm kind of talking about being able to save things or not save things in the edit. With color grading, there's actually only so much you can do. If you add a bunch of contrast to a shot that doesn't have a lot of contrast, it's not gonna end up looking that much better. Kind of the same thing with colors. Like right now, if you look, there's the window light and the monitor, which is kind of like a more cool tone with the blue. And then there's this warm lamp right here that's shining on the wall. This might look better in the color grade because guess what? I have those lights available in the shot. Same thing with contrast. Like right now I'm wearing a black shirt that probably pops a little more against the window if I was wearing a white shirt. You can't exactly edit that in. Well, maybe you can, but not easily. I don't know how. Maybe I'm just bad. I'm actually setting up to record a short. I haven't really found my footing with shorts on YouTube. I don't know what it is. I've never worked on shorts. When I was like a video editor for YouTubers, it was always just long form videos. So there probably doesn't even look like there's a light on this side, but if I turn that off and on, it just gives that little fill here. And it looks natural because it's motivated by that. That's off. I think something like that looks good. So right now, since I'm actually recording a short, I'm gonna be holding my camera this way. And as far as that for a short, I actually really like it because it turns out like really high quality. For shorts, almost everyone just subtitles everything. But for me, like, it's a video. It's supposed to be visual and watch it, you know? Instead of every single word, maybe it's just, you know, the hook, the first few words of the video. Like, that's what I mean though. Like some people like pull off subtitles like so well and it looks so good for the videos. But for me, it's kind of not my thing. And I think that's totally okay. Like I saw saying that's like art is not what you do, it's what you don't do. And I think the same thing is true with the style of your video. I guess in a way that is an art. I'm trying new things. I'm kind of finding my footing and I think I'm becoming a much better creator. And documenting that journey is quite literally the entire reason I made this channel in the first place. So I just finished the A roll for that little short that I was doing. Now I'm set up to do the B roll, which is, that's like what, like 15 shots? Shouldn't be too bad at all. These shorts are for a series I'm calling the Creator Journal, just a little document about something that I think. This one is about being able to have an avenue of trying new things creatively and how that keeps me more creative, which in that case is making this channel. Because in client work, it's not exactly the best place to, try a new edit or new style of thing. I think these videos could do good on Instagram because I think there's a lot of similar kinds of that, like similar kinds that I watch myself. I haven't actually posted anything on Instagram yet, but that's probably something I should do. There's a lot of good opportunity on there. Nothing to lose and everything to gain, so I should probably get on that. I think if you're still trying to find your style overall and you don't really know exactly what direction you want to go, making shorts is a really good way to do that because that was a full video. It had all the same workflow elements as a long form video: scripting, recording A-roll, recording B-roll. Then in the editing, there's going to be music, sound design, cuts, color grading. It's the same thing as a long form video, just shorter. Well, now I'm going to be scripting a video that I'm going to be recording tomorrow about digital organization. And ironically, this is the least organized video I've made so far. I am a believer that the more organized you are, the better you can make your videos. Now I just gotta work on finding the most interesting way to present that information. I have stuff to script. That scares me picking up this laptop. I just bought it. It is very expensive. And I also have things to edit. As stressful and overwhelming as it might be, it's actually a very fulfilling feeling seeing that your work is getting better. And it's really starting to represent more of you and what you feel like is your style. It's such a crazy thing to see that start to evolve. And at the end of the day, I think that is really one of the biggest end goals for any creator. So it is truly something to really start to see that for myself. Part of me does find it difficult to find one type of style to create. I kind of feel like what I'm doing now, and I'm going like video by video, month by month. As I say, I'm documenting the creative lifestyle, and there's all the sub-contents like tech, vlogs, kind of like this, video essays and creation tutorials. Like I'm up here and I want all these little things to be applied to up here, but instead I'm taking this and breaking it apart, and each one of these are kind of its own style of video. So one video to the next is kind of different just in terms of topic and flow. So if I had to pick one style to document all of the creative lifestyle and kind of have tech being a part of it and video creation tutorials being a part of it, would be kind of a higher end cinematic, I know that word means nothing now, but that type of video. There's no other way to figure that out than by making videos. That's what I'm learning. I planned for all of this and I didn't see this coming. Something I'm figuring out now, something that I'll continue to be. It's a few weeks later now, therefore I've posted a few more videos, and I'm really realizing that tech videos are doing the best. And on those videos, people are specifically leaving comments about they like the editing style. And what's even more crazy is my own video, my tech video, popped up on my personal YouTube recommended. So I think that's actually a really good sign, and not because the performance of the video, but more because I'm making the exact type of videos that I actually like to watch. So I think I have my topic set, I think I have my video editing style set, and I think I have my character set, because it's just me. That's pretty easy. But the overall video structure is the one thing that I still need to figure out. I think what's the best bet is have part of a video being structured contrasted by other sections that are rambly. Same thing with voiceover and B-roll, contrasted by handheld talking to the camera, and then of course an A-roll talking head. So yeah, that's 3 different ways to share information in a video. And instead of having a specific style for each type of video, I think it's best to integrate all 3 in every single video. My goal is just to, I guess, have a consistent voice and style throughout every single type of my videos, like a tech, a vlog, a creation tutorial, or whatever, a video essay. And after watching my past videos and also planning ahead for the others, I think this is probably the best structure to achieve that. I think as far as shorts, if I have a horizontal clip and I can't make it fit the full frame vertically, I'm not gonna use it. I think having a vertical clip that fits the whole frame just makes it look a lot more intentional, and I think that does a better job of representing the way I create. This channel is now at over 1,000 subscribers, which to me is actually kind of crazy considering all of my videos so far has pretty much been trying to figure out what's the best path to take, and 1,000 of you are following along with that already. So thank you to those who have, and if you haven't and you want to, feel free to subscribe.